Those behind Southeast attacks revealed by Massob. The Movement for the Actualization of the Sovereign State of Biafra, Massob, has accused the federal government of funding recent attacks in the region. This was revealed by Massob Chief Uchenna Madu in a statement made available to journalists in Awka, Anambra State, according to Niger News. Intelligence reports indicate that the attacks were carried out by the federal government's protected bandits, according to the Massob chief. He said that the attacks were sponsored by the Muhammadu Buhari-led government in order to portray pro-Biafra agitators as militant. The statement reads, "The leadership of the movement of the sovereign for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra has condemned the incessant criminal terrorism and security deterioration in Igbo land. Massob condemned the terrorist attack on Chukwu Masoludo at Isofia. We equally condemn the unwarranted killings of Ebonyi State indigenous citizens by Fulani terrorist herdsmen. Massob condemned in totality the breaking of Owerri prison by the so-called unknown gunmen. How can untrained and amateurs with no military training overpower the entire security apparatus of Nigeria in the southeast? Why is it that there was no security resistance during the breaking of Owerri prisons and Imo State Police headquarters in an operation that lasted more than 1 hour? Nigeria Military Cantonment Obinze, Owerri is 7 minutes drive to the scenes of the crime. Imo State Mopol base is 3 minutes drive to the scenes of the crime, but no resistance from security agencies. The terrorist attacks in Owerri are part of the ongoing destructive measures by the President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration to discredit and blackmail the pro-Biafra organizations to create an erroneous impression that Biafrans are waging war against Nigeria. Igbo land is the most peaceful region. Massob advises Governor Hope Uzodinma to stop heaping blames on IPOB and ESN or any other pro-Biafra organization. Pro-Biafra agitators are not responsible for all the terrorist activities in Igbo land. Fact, true, and as they should come to defend themselves. And I think these questions that are being asked here are very, very important because, again, why was there no resistance when the operation lasted for more than 1 hour? That is very, very true. And I think that, again, even if, because again, it says the Mopol base in Owerri was just 3 minutes away and another is 8 minutes away. And so if it lasted for more than 1 hour, why was backup not called? Like, it is a huge deal for 1,000, almost 2,000 prisoners to actually leave. And then they set the place on fire. So it's like, you can't fault people or make it seem like they're having far-fetched ideas. The idea is not far-fetched that this could be planned by the government, allegedly, but it is not far-fetched. Because again, it's a police, like if there's any place that should be, that should have tight security, with high tech or whatever, it should be the police stations. And what kind of material was used to be? I mean, these things don't make sense. These things do not make sense. They do not. How many exits do they have? Because the place really it doesn't look like as if it's a professional. Yeah, it's very suspicious. Why is that the attacks lasted for more than 1 hour, but then the backup that could have come were just less than 10 minutes away. So again, I think that we already know, if you do not know, then you're living under a rock, that it is clear that the government has something against ESN, Easterners, Biafra, whatever you want to call it, because things could be happening in other regions and consistently they do not address those issues. Rather, they literally go to southeast Nigeria, go to attack Biafrans and, look for what they could find to basically just ruin their name and make it seem as if they're planning or they're just this rebellious group that's trying to wage war against the country when it is not. I think that they're just very threatened because they're worried, or they know actually that Biafrans see through all the BS that they feed to the country. I mean, from day one, Biafrans were not even with with this. I mean, there was a whole war, so it shows that they're not on board with this one Nigeria thing at the end of the day. And the fact is, Nigeria was a merger. It was an no, what is it? First was an acquisition of both sides, the Southern Protectorate and the Northern Protectorate, and then obviously now it's obvious that it's a merger, and it was for economic reasons, as a merger is. So again, for us to pretend like as if the foundations of this country were built on unity and love and brotherhood, and no, let's be realistic. It was basically because the Southern funds, well, the economy was booming here, and it was very industrious, and so the North was not doing as good. And of course, Britain was like, we are not going to, the colonies should take care of themselves. That was the mentality. And of course, merging them together meant that the funds would go around the whole country. And of course, you know what happens next. But yeah, I think that it's very obvious that there's propaganda against them. I mean, every single week, there's always this news that, you know, an ESM member was caught, and an ESM member would expose what Biafra is all about and what Nnamdi Kanu is all about and all their plans. It never works because it's never tangible sources and all that. And also, you can't, I think it's just disrespectful to Biafrans. I think that with the level of intelligence that they have, and especially with the tact and the strategies that they use to go about their activities, it's just very, it's like, I don't think the government understands who, well, their opponent is. Because again, if they can literally launch a whole security outfit in secret, which would take a lot of planning. We are in a country called Nigeria, so it's not easy to do that. So if they can do that, it shows that these people know what they're doing and they are not tactless. Like, they don't just make, and it's so reckless. Why would they ever do that? Why would ESN members go and burn down? Like, it's so reckless. Such a reckless move, and they're not helping themselves, because again, they literally by doing that, they give ammunition to the government to use against them, and they're not stupid. And it's even insulting, because again, it's like the strategies that ESN is using to do whatever they want to do, especially because they've, you know, helped in clearing, you know, the headsmen out of the southeast. It's like the government is not matching with the same intelligence. The energy is not matching up. It's like Biafra is always one step ahead, and of course the government is just using petty strategies that are not effective to sort of change the notion about Biafrans. And of course, it is not working. It is not working. And so it's I think it's just sad. It's really, really sad. But it is what it is. I guess we'll just have to keep all these in account and, you know, record all these activities. Again, it's the internet. We do not forget. 2023 will come. We will use this as ammunition against them too. And again, these people have already started planning for 2023. We also have to plan. And yeah, if we really want to make change, we also have to plan and make sure that we are ready to fight. Because again, it's our country, and I think that we cannot keep swallowing or eating up the narrative that the power does not lie in the hands of the people. Put what you think in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.